In, kind of squeeze it in. There you go. Cuomo's MTA, YMTA, YMTA,
Cuomo's MTA. Cuomo's MTA. Cuomo's MTA.
Cuomo's MTA. Cuomo's MTA. Cuomo's MTA. Alright, good afternoon everyone. My name is Nuala O'Doherty Naranjo. I'm a candidate for the New York State Assembly in the 34th District, which includes Woodside, Jackson Heights, and East Elmhurst. We're here today because the Queens, the bus redesign, as they call it, are really cuts to our neighborhood. These are going to be cuts to the Q49 bus will be eliminated. The Q32 and the Q33 are being cut. The Q32 is no longer going into Manhattan. The Q53, which connects my neighborhood to Rockaway, is being eliminated. We don't understand why the MTA is doing this. We understand that there's a redesign, but what we're really seeing are cuts that are tearing apart our neighborhood. Cuts that are tearing apart long-established neighborhood traditions. People pick their babysitter. People pick their school. People pick their jobs. People pick where they select their offices based on bus routes. These changes are dramatic. These changes are going to hurt our neighborhoods. The current plan here in Jackson Heights will be that for most of Jackson Heights will be no access at all to the 74th Street hub, where we have elevators and escalators. What that means is that individuals who can't climb stairs will be forced to lose their independence. They can no longer take the bus outside their door to a hub that has elevators and escalators. So we ask Cuomo's MTA, why? Why are you making these changes? Why were these drastic cuts made? And why did you not tell anyone? Why was this plan given out on New Year's Eve, and then no information was given to bus riders? How hard is it to publish or post a single page on the bus that says, we're making changes, check out our website? How hard is it for them to tell bus riders and bus drivers about these changes? How hard is it to inform the riding public? I'll tell you it's not hard, because Jim Burke and I went out to bus stops for 3 weeks and handed out 15,000 flyers. And you know what? People showed up. Hundreds and hundreds of people showed up for all 3 meetings we publicized. And yet, the MTA continues to have these meetings where very few people show up and very few actual riders show up. And that's a disservice, because these riders rely on these buses, and these riders need to understand what's happening, and the MTA, Cuomo's MTA, needs to listen to us. That's why we're all here today, and why Cuomo needs to listen to how these changes are going to hurt our communities, and why the MTA must listen to the communities and listen to how these changes are going to affect them. So we are all here today to make sure that Cuomo hears us and knows that these changes are massive. These changes are going to hurt our communities, and the MTA must listen to us. So next we have Mayor Joe Biden.
Hi, good afternoon. I am here to talk about one of the bus, Q39. Q39 covers my Assembly District 37's most of the neighborhood, from Long Island City, Sunnyside, Muscat, Ridgewood, to all the way to Middletown. And that service is going to be it's going to be replaced with the QT80, which will have the base headway of 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes is going to come. The current one already has a longer wait time. And imagine that those buses who are using, those usually like the people with strollers, or elderlies, or people with wheelchairs, they use our buses, than our working class people. So whenever in Western Queens we see that a lot of developments and a lot of new people are moving in, we always see that the very needed services to the working class people are diminishing, they're vanishing. So I am asking Governor Cuomo, what kind of neighborhood you are envisioning that you are actually cutting our basic services from our working class people? Every time, if someone goes to the bus and it misses one bus, and if the bus comes after 30 minutes, there is a guarantee that the person is going to be late to work. And this is not fair for our poor and working class people. I am requesting, please stop this madness and make our neighborhoods livable. it will actually displace more and more people from the neighborhood in the future. And we don't want that to happen. We already lost a lot of people from the neighborhood. I request you, please stop this thing and keep the services one that is needed. If you add QT80, fine, but that doesn't mean that you have to replace your heart with the lung or lung with your liver. We want all the services. Thank you.
Just watch your stuff.
Hi, my name is Lauren Ashcraft and I'm running for Congress in New York's 12th District. And I'm here today because I'm sick of seeing cost-cutting measures being taken at our expense. So I want to echo what you said earlier about these changes always affect the most vulnerable people in our community. And whenever I think about the fact that most of our subway stations don't have elevators or a way that people with physical disabilities can utilize them, that means that the cuts, every single cut to a bus line affects people with disabilities at a much greater rate than everybody else. So I really urge Governor Cuomo to take that into consideration and to not cut these bus lines so that the most vulnerable people struggling to survive in these communities can continue to live in dignity.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Celia Wufka. Thank you. And I'm an activist, and on behalf of my community, on behalf of the city of New York, and all the people that you see standing before us, including the candidates, Nuella, the activists, Jim Burke, Mary Trabata, Jessica Gonzalez, Lauren. Okay, on behalf of all of us, everyone standing here and this board together, we have one message for you, MTA and Cuomo. And you know what it is? This that's being done right here to our buses, here, look at it, you see? You see? This is an attack on our communities. This is an attack on all of us. There's no color code in this. You are hurting all of us. Okay? The disabled, the elderly, all the people that rely on these buses. And the only thing that I have to say to you is, Cuomo, this is a no-no. Cuomo, this is a no-no.
That's right.
Cuomo, this is a no-no. And we stand together on this as a community. This is a no-no. Cuomo,
This is a no-no.
and we can say it loud and proud. Say it, Nula.
This is a no-no, Cuomo.
This is a no-no.
This is a no-no.
No.
This is a no-no.
With that, community activist and bus activist, Mr. Jim Burke.
Okay. My name is Jim Burke, and I'm a Safe Streets and public transportation advocate. This bus redesign for Queens is disastrous on many levels. We were looking forward to this. We want faster buses. We want better spacing of our buses, as long as they come with benches and shelters. We want buses to go to more places, and what do we get? We got less buses, less frequency, cuts to overnight service, cuts to express service, and that's just not acceptable. We want to tell Cuomo that Cuomo's MTA, there's a few things that matter. Frequency matters, accessibility matters, destination matters, and dedicated busways matter. And none of that is laid out in the plan. In fact, we're going the other way. So we need Cuomo to step up and give us more money. He always has billions of dollars for his pet projects. We need him to put those billions of dollars in the subway and in our buses for everyday New Yorkers. And that's what we're demanding today.
Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for all the advocates. My name is Jessica Gonzalez Rojas, and I am a candidate for New York State Assembly in the 34th District, representing Jackson Heights, East Elmhurst, Corona, and Woodside. And I'm also a person who does not own a car and depends entirely on the system that we are fighting for. I take the Q66, the Q32, the Q33, the Q49, the Q53 in the summer. These are routes that I depend on and people in my community depend on. The cuts that are proposed would deeply, deeply impact the immigrant and working class communities that entirely depend on this system. I've also been an advocate alongside people with disabilities, and the buses are the only fleet that is fully accessible. And some of the proposed routes are taking folks from their homes and their communities to inaccessible stations, and that's not acceptable. We need to ensure that everyone can access the destinations that they're trying to get to, and ensuring that while we're continuing to fight for better elevators and escalators in our subway system, there are people who love their buses, depend on their buses, and prefer their buses. So we stand here before advocates that are fighting for that. Do we love our buses?
Yes,
We love our buses.
Yes.
We're telling Cuomo today that we love our buses, protect our buses, and the central flaw was making this revenue neutral. We need to not just not make this revenue neutral, we need to invest more money in improved service so that we can get to the destinations that we need. So thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Charlton D'Souza. I'm the president of Passengers United. We have organized this press conference, and I have to say, I am so honored as a passenger of Queens to have worked alongside both these wonderful advocates, Jim Burke and Nulla. They've done such a wonderful job, and as you heard, they gave out thousands and thousands of flyers. That is something that the MTA should have been giving out to passengers. This is an outrage that flyers were not given out. I think it's disgusting, all right? And I think it's something that really should be brought up to the governor's office. So the reason why we're here today is because we want a meeting with the governor. We want Governor Andrew Cuomo to invite us at the table and to give us a stake in this decision. Decisions are being made in our community, but we have no say in anything. We're being ignored, and it's not right. It's not right that we're being ignored. And what's even more outrageous is, in my community, they're cutting the Q110 bus. And NICE Bus, Nassau Intercounty Express, which is a private company, is coming into my community and picking up people. A private company. That's right, the MTA is selling us out to a private company. Meanwhile, this governor that's in this building, Andrew Cuomo, he's spending $1.5 million on the new Belmont Park Stadium. $5 million was wasted on the old station that no one uses all year, and to make matters worse, another $8 million is being spent on the new Elmont station. That is an outrage. Everyone should be disgusted by this, okay? At a time when poor people, undocumented immigrants, veterans, senior citizens, they're being devastated by these bus cuts. And you know what? We have elected officials in office, like State Senator Leroy Comrie, who chairs the MTA's Commissions and Authorities Committee, and he's sitting there doing nothing. There's been no meetings in Queens Village, no meetings in Hollis, no meetings in Cambridge Heights, and the meetings in Corona, there was only one translator who speaks Spanish. That is an outrage, an absolute outrage, okay? And what I'm saying to bus passengers in the next few weeks is write to your elected officials, storm them. Matter of fact, Passengers United is planning to have sit-ins at all the elected officials' offices, because the time has come now for us to say, you know what, enough is enough of this bullshit. We're not going to take this anymore. At a time when, and you know, this governor, he wants us to take Ubers and cabs. How disgusting is that? This is a Democratic governor. All these bus cuts have happened under a Democratic governor. So again, everyone needs to pay attention. And you know, these two wonderful advocates made me and my team get off our behinds and get out there and get things going. Okay? You know what? NOLA is officially, Passengers United is saying that NOLA is officially the Jackson Heights bus mob and the bus mob of Queens. What do y'all think about that? Right? Bus mob. Okay? So again, I would tell people, reach out to your elected officials, call your congressmen, write letters to your senators, get involved with the community boards, and you know what? Tell your elected officials that the last Queens election was decided by 55 people, okay? And you know what? 400 to 500 people showed up for these meetings, okay? So you know what? We can vote you in and we can vote you out of office. All right? And one thing I will say today, I am so proud. All these candidates are here. Okay? They took time out of their campaign and time out of their day to be here. And even though we're all competing against each other, we're all here in unity.
We're all
Because
united
you know
here.
what? Queens, the MTA can break us, but you know what? The Passengers United will always be united and will never be defeated. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank
My
you.
name is Charlton D'Souza, and I'm the president of Passengers United.
And
Shame! 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 Let me speak. No, let me speak. Shame! 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 Shame!
And that is what we should have against our governor, Andrew Mark Cuomo. He wants to get rid of bus routes that people need every single day, that they don't want to depend on an overcrowded 7 train, that although that has the latest technology, but still is overcapacity. For example, what if a person lives around 82nd Street, Jackson Heights? Here's the problem. That station doesn't have elevators. Where is the nearest accessible station? The Hub, 74th Street, Broadway. The elevator breaks down sometimes, but there's nothing else for it to do. What about a person that lives around 111th Street? Their accessible station is Junction Boulevard. And there's no direct bus route between that neighborhood and Junction Boulevard. They will have to take about 2 buses to get to Junction Boulevard and then get on to 7. About the Q53. The Q53 was converted into select bus service under city investment. Now the MTA and the New York City Department of Transportation invested money